Oh, great spirit. Namaste. Saints and sages of all times, of all places. Namaste. O ye path makers of old. Ancestors of our bloodlines, and all of the lineages to whom we attune. Namaste. O ye powers that be, sweep clear the path. O ye beings of the air, the earth, the fire, the water, the ether. Namaste. Most beloved and precious Ishtadevata, in all of thy names and all of thy forms. Namaste. Om Shri Babaji Yanamaha. Om Shri Lahiri Mahasayaji Yanamaha. Om Shri Yukteswarji Yanamaha. Om Shri Paramahansa Yoganandaji Yanamaha. Om Shri Shaliji Yanamaha. Om Shri Goswami Kriyanandaji Yanamaha. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Om. Om. Namaste. Welcome. Welcome to my heart, and welcome to our Sunday Sangha. Well, it's almost here. It's the 17th. We are just a few days away from the winter solstice on the 21st. And then 2 days after that, the 23rd of December, we enter the sacred time of year, the 3 most sacred days of the year, the 23rd, 24th, and 25th. In our mystical tradition, these are the days that it is said the sun stands still. We go through, we live through, we walk through the longest night of the year to begin the time when the sun returns, if you will. It never goes away, but this is a time when we say the sun returns. And so for a couple of weeks now, I've been saying, turn inward, turn inward, turn inward. And now I'm saying, all right, it's here. If you haven't done it yet, turn inward. If you have done it yet, turn inward again and again and again. Why? For what purpose? Well, in order to become happier, in order to become more content, in order to bring greater balance to your life. Now, it's been a bit of a rough time around the world. A bit of a rough time. I don't have to go into the details. I think all of you know. It's been a rocky road upon the earth. But because of that, we always know, everything that has a beginning has an ending. Every relationship, every new meditation, every difficulty that you have in your life, everything that begins has an ending. We live in manifest reality. So isn't that a blessing? Everything that you have, all right, it's going to change form at some time. Some of the greatest difficulties that we experience as humans is when we think that something that's difficult that is happening now is going to last and last and last and last and last and never finish itself, never go away. And this is why people become so depressed and despondent, is that they think, this is the way it's always going to be. And for just a moment, they can't remember that the sun was there, that there was a time, not very long ago, when the summer solstice was here and the sun was bright and it was the longest day of the year. Now we look at those literal astronomical events and we bring them inward and we say, well, the sun is always here, always present for you. The bright, radiant sun that thou art is there. Now, sometimes you walk through a door and it feels like the sun is blocked. Or even better yet, as Pranananda would say, your thumb, your mighty thumb, blocks the door of the light. Usually, about 80% of the time in life, the thumbs that block the door of the light is the thumb of emotionality. It is the thumb of emotionality. Now, I don't know what happened here, but you saw the thumb of emotionality and fireworks went off on my screen. The thumb of emotionality. About 20% of the time in our lives, there are external events that occur that create challenges in our lives. About 20% of the time. But 80%, at least 80% of the time, the difficulties that we have are internal. It's our reaction to something. If somebody says something to you and you emotionally react, somebody says something to you and your personality becomes hurt. Somebody looks at you and you think, oh, they're looking at me the wrong way, or oh, they don't like the way I'm dressed, or oh, they don't like my hair, or oh, they think I'm sounding funny. The mind is very strange. It comes up with all of these self-critical thought forms. And then it says, well, that person is doing this to me. That person is thinking this. That person has done that. It's your mind. It's the nature of your mind. The great practice of neti, neti, neti. I'm not this thought. I'm not the thought thinking this thought. I am not thought. I am balanced, self-conscious awareness. Or if you want, most of the time, just self-awareness of something, of what. You are aware of what? You're aware that you're this. You think you're that. That's the big problem. Think you're this, think you're this. And you walk through and spend so much of your life trying to protect this, trying to walk through the world as if this is a permanent condition that we are in. Now, what you feed grows. What you feed grows. If you feed compassion, that will grow. If you feed strength, that will grow. I'm not talking about sumo wrestler strength, although I could be. If you have a job in which you are working and standing on your feet a lot and you're in the cold or you're in the hot, you're in the wide range of temperatures, maybe you do need physical strength to do that. And so that's what you need to feed. If you want to be a ballerina, you feed one thing. If you want to be a sumo wrestler, you feed another thing. If you're going to be standing and doing a lot of physical labor, you must feed the physical body. But don't forget, in all of that doing that you are doing, do not forget that you are immortal. You are the spirit. And so what you do today, right now, here, what you do, what I do, is what feeds us today, tomorrow, the next tomorrow, and in the next lifetime. For whatever we build today is what we carry with us. Whatever we build is what we carry with us. And one of the things that we must build in this time that we are going into deep reflection here is one must build an awareness of how to live in greater harmony with all of the others in life. How do you do that? How do you live in greater harmony with the others? First thing is your voice. No. I'm wrong. The first thing is the thoughts that rise in the mind. The thoughts must be softened and softened and softened and become less critical, if you will. The thoughts must become less critical so that you are not walking down the street saying, that son of a gun, or looking at your iPad or your phone or whatever your device is and saying, that son of a gun. Or not looking at any of them and thinking of someone and saying, oh, that son of a gun. We must learn to harmonize. And that begins by accepting the other and then accepting one's self. Or, if you will, by accepting one's self and then accepting the other. A soul that I respect a great deal called me a few weeks ago. And one of her roles in life is she's a mother and a grandmother. And her children are adults. And one of them is having life challenges and has had life challenges. And so the mother was calling and talking about the life challenges and how everybody in the family, nobody in the family knew what to do about this soul. They were all going to rearrange their schedules so that that person could come for Christmas. That's nice. Except they were all complaining about it. And they were all saying, she's not going to come. We're going to do all this and she's not going to come. And then one of the girls said, if she doesn't come, I'm never going to talk to her again. Now, that had been preceded by, I love her. I want her to come home. I'm willing to do anything I can to get her to come home. And then it's, if she doesn't come, I'm not going to talk to her again. Oh, no. Wow. That's not, I love you. That's, I love you if. That's not, I love you. It's, I love you because. I'll love you if you do this. I'll love you because X, Y, and Z. We need to learn to accept others as they are. And that means that you need to learn first to accept yourself as you are. And accepting yourself as you are means to say, all right, well then, self, here I are. Here I am. And I am going to accept myself the way that I am. Not stay the way that I am, but accept the way that I am. Not fight, but accept it. Because if you can accept it, then, oh, what happens? A miracle. A miracle happens. The subconscious mind says, oh, he's no longer judging us. She's no longer judging. Let's see if I send this thought forth, what happens? Accept, accept, accept. And then what happens? Why, the unconscious mind begins to become conscious. Accept, accept, accept. And the mind will open up. Your awareness will open up. It's remarkable. Accept with humor. Accept with compassion. Accept with love. And be content. But you must do something. One of my disciples told me this week that I say that a lot. You must do something. I guess I do. This is Kriya, sacred action, unifying the mind and the body. That's Kriya Yoga. You must do something. And that something is to accept yourself. And then turn inward again. Reflect, deeply reflect. See. What are the new thoughts that I've thought this last year? Oh, maybe I can't go back that far. Any new thoughts this week? Any new thoughts this month? What are the new patterns I've picked up? Is there a new mantra I'm chanting? And you know, I'm not talking about Sanskrit mantra. Is there a new phrase you're using? Is there a new thought that keeps coming up in your mind again and again and again? It's new to you now at this time. And if that's the case, is it beneficial to you? Is it helpful to you? Is it something that you should continue to cultivate? Or, my beloved, is it something that one must let go of? Now, in this turning to this sacred time of year, in this turning to the 23rd, 24th, 25th of December, immediately following the winter solstice, in the Kriya lineage, this is considered one of the most, if not the most sacred time of year, for it truly allows us to see the path that we are pursuing, the path that we are leading. It truly allows you to see and to allow that insight and that wisdom to come forth from within you. If there's one thing that I can say to you today, you have the wisdom. You have the spiritual support to think the thought, to speak the words, to do that which needs to be done. When I say do something, thinking a thought is doing something. Meditating is doing something. Sitting here doing nothing spring comes. You're doing something. You made a choice to act or not to act. Maybe the choice is that the wisdom is silence. And today, often this is the case. The wisdom to act is to be silent. You don't have to tell the world what you're doing. Move everything more internally, 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 internally. And all will be well. All will be well. I said in the beginning, what you feed is what grows. What you are doing now to cultivate in your life is what you will take with you. But anything that's good that comes into your life, you've cultivated before. You've practiced before. You may not remember it, but you've practiced before. And it's so easy to forget. My beloved husband and I are working on a little project together, just for the two of us. And as you know, he's a pianist. And so we're working on preparing some songs that I can sing and he can play. Now, we've never done this. We both do our own separate thing. We've never done this together before. And you know what? Now, I've sung with pianists before, but never with him. It takes practice. And it is lumpy at first. Lumpy and yes, lumpy is the right word, I think. Lumpy and can be kind of chaotic and repetitious. But it takes practice, repetition, practice, practice, practice. People often say to a pianist or any kind of musician, oh, how did you do that? Practice. You talk to Hilary Hahn, the violinist, or Yo-Yo Ma, the cellist. How did you play all that Brahms? Practice, practice, practice. Hilary Hahn, if you don't know her, find her on Instagram or someplace on the internet. It's Hahn. I think that's how it is. Wonderful violinist. And Brahms, she started playing Brahms when she was a very little girl. The first Brahms she played, I believe she was 6 or 7. Now she talks about, this is very important spiritually, she talks about how to play one chord. She had to be able to move 4 fingers in the left hand in a specific position and then figure out what she was going to do with her bow and how the bow was going to move in the right hand. Weeks to figure out one chord. And then she talks about how, well, you get that, but then you have to figure out, how do I get from here to here or to here? What do I do? Practice, 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 practice. Not 15 minutes a day, not an hour a day, 10, 12 hours every day, every day. Now, how do you do that? How do you meditate so that you can carry that sutra through your life? And most of us aren't living in a monastery or an ashram, and you're not going to be able to sit down and meditate throughout the whole day. But you can carry that meditative energy. You can carry that vow. You can carry the mantra. Any one of the mantras. Om, the great of the greatest, throughout the day. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. You hear of some difficulty that someone has. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. You don't have to say it out loud. Just turn inward. Focus here. You see someone in front of you with difficulty. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And maybe you add mentally, may all be calm. May all be peace-filled. May all be bliss-filled. May all be goodness. Find a practice that will carry you through the day. Your vow to be aware. Your vow, how may I serve? What may I do? Some of you work as therapists or counselors. And so you may, people may say, well, automatically that person serves. Well, service can always be improved upon, if you will. And the improvement comes when you quiet your mind before you go into a meeting. So it doesn't matter if you're a counselor, right? Any of you go into a meeting, you're going to meet people, quiet your mind. Bow to the other soul. May our interactions be harmonious. You go to the grocery store before you walk in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May all my interactions be blessed. And then you don't get irritated when the person blocks the aisle that you're trying to get down. You turn around and go the other way. The key is to carry the seed throughout the day, to carry your practice throughout the day, to turn inward and have moments of quietude, of joy, of peace. Appreciate it. Be grateful for it as you see it as it comes. Walk through your life and say, oh, isn't that beautiful? Isn't that flower beautiful? Isn't that tree beautiful? Isn't the smile from that person beautiful? Now, it is true that in walking through life, you will encounter situations that are not to you beautiful. You will encounter people who are hungry, people who are thirsty, people who are sad, who are lonely, who are depressed, who are struggling with life here upon the earth. Do something. Quiet your mind. Call upon the powers that be. Give them that which they need. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. For that which you do for another, you do more so for yourself. Do not allow yourself to be dragged down by the feeling of despondency. Don't allow yourself to be dragged down by that feeling of, I don't know. How can I do anything to help? What can I do? Do not allow that. It is not worthwhile. It allows your energy to seep away because you can do something. Always. Your prayers, your interning, you're sending these thoughts of blessing will make a difference. Maybe not the way you want it, maybe not the time you want it, maybe not your vision that you would like to see, but they will improve life. You can improve life with your spiritual energy. And so do so and find joy and find joy and find joy. Accept yourself, accept them. And as we move now into this sacred period of time, ask yourself, well, what I've accepted myself now, what do I need to let go of? What would happen if I just did this one thing? I just let go of this. Why didn't I give it a try? Why not give a try about letting go of your feeling of disappointment about something that you wanted that you don't have yet? You know, you can have anything you want. It's just the right time and the right way. So let go of that feeling of disappointment and see what happens. Why not let go of your anger at others or the churning of others? And when people are rude, because they will be rude to your personality, when people hurt you, because they will hurt you to your personality, that's all right. Accept them. You don't know what's going on with their life. It does not mean, I'm not saying let yourself be walked over. I'm saying do not react with anger. Shanti, shanti, shanti. You may need to walk away, but do not walk away with anger. And so, what have I said? I've said it's a beautiful time of the year, a beautiful, beautiful time, a sacred time. Find the time to turn inward, to meditate, to reflect, to see. Where are you on this walk? All these many years that you have been living here upon the earth. Where are you? What's the map of your life been like? And most particularly, my beloved, look at your emotional condition. Are you more emotional than you were? Are you less emotional than you were? Can you see the emotionality of your mind? That's a big one. You can see the emotionality of your mind. Good, good, good. You're coming along, you're coming along, you're coming along. So that you can be less and less and less and less emotional. Not indifferent, not cold, but less emotionally reactive. And now we're going to turn inward and meditate. Namaste, Ji. Sit with your spine erect, placing your hands in the Om Mudra upon your thighs, the index finger and the thumb brought together in a circle, and the other fingers facing towards your spinal column. Turn your head to the left and exhale twice. And bring the head back to the center. Using the sipping breath, draw the energy from the limbs to the trunk. And now from the trunk to the spinal column. And now from the base of the spine to the sun center. And move that energy as golden light out in front of you, sweeping around to the left, behind you, encasing your entire being in golden light. And do this 3 times. And now ascend to the high realm of the meditators, the grove of the meditators, beyond the room, above the continent, above the earth plane. Om. 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 Reaching the high place. Sit in your meditation, beginning to watch the breath. And in your mind's eye, draw the Om, the Ah, the U, the M, the Bindu. See the Om in your mind's eye. Turn up the light. Om. 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 In front of you, you see a path leading up a mountain. Step onto that path. The path leads you into a forest. Smell the trees. Ascend. 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 You come to a clearing, and there's a meadow. You can hear the Om radiating in the meadow. Walk through the meadow. Returning to the forest. It is the high mountain forest. All pine trees. All firs. Smell them. Feel them. Feel their blessings. Ascend. You see light in front of you. Walk towards the light. There is a clearing filled with light, a shrine within the clearing. Walk into the light. Walk into the shrine. As you walk to the back of the shrine, there is a light, a pool of light, and a waterfall of light. Walk into the pool and feel all of the old dissolve away. And walk to stand beneath the waterfall of light, allowing the light to pour down upon every cell of your being, loosening the karmas, dissolving the karma away. Om. Feel the light pouring down, cleansing and healing, vivifying, strengthening, bringing all that you need. Te Ve Tsu De Baya. Te Ve Tsu De Baya. Walk forth from the light through the pool, refreshed, vivified, rested anew. Walk forth from the shrine. And waiting for you is your beloved Ishta Devata, your chosen form of the divine. Your beloved divine, your Lord is there waiting for you. Take hold of the hand of your Ishta and ascend to the top of the highest mountain. You reach the mountaintop and you see the entrance to a cave. Ask your Ishta to please stand in the entrance to the cave. Your Ishta grows to fill the entrance. As your Ishta grows to fill the entrance to the cave, a golden orb of light projects forth from the Jupiter chakra of your Ishta. Your Ishta returns to sit by you. The golden orb of light grows until it too fills the entrance to the cave. And from that golden orb projects forth Prema, Prema Yogi. You and your Ishta, namaste to Prema. And Prema responds likewise. You become aware that Prema is breathing a special Kriya, Paramahansa Kriya. Only breathe by Prema. As Prema inhales the Hong, the Prema Hong, all of the difficult karmas of the world are drawn in. As Prema exhales, Prema Saw, Ananda radiates forth. As you and your Ishta watch, Prema continues to breathe the Prema Kriya as it merges into the mountain. Continuing to breathe Prema Kriya, Prema merges into the mountain. You can see its image upon the mountain and hear the Kriya. Pramaham and Pramasa. You realize as you watch Prama that Prama will continue to breathe this Kriya without stopping until this mountain becomes a hill, until the hill becomes a grain. Again, you and your Ishta bow to Prama in gratitude. Taking hold of the hand of your Ishta, return to your high place of meditation. Sitting in a meditative Sangha with all of those who are here, let us join together our meditative energies with that of our Ishta and the powers that be. Using the Om Shanti mantra, let us send forth our blessings to Mother Gaia, that she upon whom we reside be blessed with all that is needed. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Most beloved Lord of life, please join with us as we send forth our blessings to those of our family who are in need. You know us better than we that which they need. Send it to them now, swiftly, surely, and most harmoniously. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. For all of those who are living with hardened hearts, may their hearts be softened. May their presence upon the earth become a blessing. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. For all of those living in war, in food insecurity, with water insecurity, with safety insecurity, with healthcare insecurity, with mental health insecurity, with physical health insecurity. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. O ye powers that be, thou seest, thou knowest better than we the needs of all of the beings living upon Mother Gaia, around, within. We ask that our spiritual energies be a blessing. May those in need be blessed again and again and again. May we all become an ever greater blessing unto life. May we see that which needs to be seen and hear that which needs to be heard. May we know the right action. May we draw forth the right thoughts that we might become an ever greater blessing. Om Shanti. 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 Om Shanti. 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 Be thou blessed, be thou blessed, be thou triply blessed. Find joy in your life. Cultivate compassion in your life. Cultivate wisdom. Remain in a state of nonviolence. And share those jewels with all who enter your aura. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. As always, you have my deepest respect, my blessings, my gratitude for your spiritual energies that you bring, that you share. It makes a difference. You make a difference. Your spiritual energies make a difference. Use this week, turn inward, see what small thing you can let go of that will bring you greater joy, greater happiness, greater wisdom in these coming breaths. Namaste. Shanti.